Renee Zellweger might be new in town, but there's very little about this by-the-books chick flick that is. January tends not to be a very good time at the multiplex. All the award winners came out in November and December, and January is left with those films that the producers know are not going to win any awards, and this one's no exception. Renee Zellweger stars as Lucy, who's a corporate climber busting through the glass ceiling in Miami, which explains those hideous outfits with red stiletto heels that she wears. She volunteers at her company to downsize a small plant that the food company's just acquired, hoping that her bosses will be impressed with her work and promote her to vice president. She doesn't realize, though, that she's actually has to go to the plant in tiny New Ulm, Minnesota, to do that downsizing. She has no intentions of staying there, though. She does not want to trade her ballet in for bratwurst. So she's not very impressed when her new secretary, on the very first night, sets her up at a dinner party with one of the local yokels, played by Harry Connick Jr. She gets into a huge argument with him at dinner, she defending capitalism, Ted, played by Harry Connick Jr., defending the local workers. The next day, though, she finds out that Ted's the local union rep, who she's got to make nice with. You can just guess where this film's going to go from here. Now, the film actually has a lot of potential. It starts out very promising, especially right now with the economy tanking. This could have been a really thoughtful film looking at the virtues and vices of capitalism and how the worker fares under the system. And that first dinner table conversation is actually a lot of fun. However, the filmmakers don't go anywhere with it. It just is a very cliched film, and nowhere worse than in its portrayal of those Minnesotans. We've all seen Fargo, I imagine, where people from Minnesota and their accents were gently mocked, but it was done to much greater effect in that Coen Brothers film. Here, the filmmakers want you to care about these people's livelihoods, which Renee Zellweger's company is threatening, but the filmmakers don't seem to care much about the people themselves. The acting isn't that bad in this film. Renee Zellweger keeps her trademark squint down to a minimum, and I'd say we should be seeing Harry Connick Jr. a lot more on the big screen, except that he makes such great music. I'm not sure I want him to split his time too much between the two. One of the best supporting players is J.K. Simmons, who was in Juno a couple years ago as the father. Here he's the angry foreman Stu, who Renee Zellweger's character is getting into constant trouble with. This is a fine chick flick if that's all you're looking for, but if you're looking for something a little more thoughtful and the film's trailer leads you to believe this is, sorry, but New in Town is not for you.